Alright, time to get this party started. Oh man, oh! What the hell? Oh, you gotta be shitting me. Oh man, what kind of asshole puts our countdown at the beginning of a live stream? Oh! Hey, y'all still here? What the hell y'all doing here, man? You just watching a countdown. Come on, man. Oh. There we go. Now let me see if what. Okay, I guess there we go.
Woo! What's up, everybody? Yeah, there you go. Dixie's like, lip reader. I'm a lip reader. You don't want to know what he's saying. It's pretty violent. Yeah, you're not lying. Oh man, that's good. Thank you so much, Patricia. We got in the chats. Thank you so much, Gippy White. Thank you so much. You got the capital. Look, normally I would probably time somebody out for putting the being in all those capitals like that. Being all capitals, coming in hot with exclamation points. I'd be like, dude, this guy. Oh man, all right. Thank you so much. You know what I don't have on here is I don't have. I may have to get my limiter on here. Let me see if there is something I can do there with that. But yes, thank you all. Thank you all so much for being here tonight. Talking about the Falcon and Winter Soldier. Going to talk about just I don't know about the past couple episodes, what you've thought about them, predictions going into the next episode. If you'd like to, feel free to join the chat. You can click the Skype link that I pinned there in the comments section, and we can get everything. We can get this party underway. So okay, here we go. I think is this the last thing I needed? I can't remember how much. Okay, there we go. I would sit there and I would sit there and check out my sound, but then you know what's gonna happen is I'm gonna sit there and it's gonna sound all funny to me because there's a sound delay and it messes me up like from like real time. Let me see if I can do this. Let me see if I can pull this off. All right. Oh, that does sound pretty good. All right, there we go. I think we got everything fixed. All right. How's it sound to you guys? Oh, you know what? I'm turning that thing back off. It doesn't sound good. That limiter on there. Ugh. There we go. Okay. That sounds better. Maybe we'll go right there. There we go. Okay. Now that we got that done. Yeah, there's an echo. A little bit. That's probably just because I'm out here in the garage. Yeah. Oh, Kendall is streaming team. Is Kendall streaming too? You know what? Dude, tell Kendall, go over to Kendall's and tell him to get to end his and get his ass over here. Tell him to go over, get his ass over here. I would say Alan Lavas too, but we don't need we don't do that here. Oh, come on, man. Oh man. All right. Oh, come on. All right now. Oh wait, you know what? That might actually be. That's I think I know who that is. Yeah, dude. Sorry, there we go. There we go. All right. That's funny. Somebody been waiting to talk. Okay, I got to take that off. So I got to take that off. That's gonna mess me up because I hear. Okay, how bad is the echo? How bad is the echo for you? Because I think that's just partially because of where I'm at. Oh wait, you know what? I'm gonna need the headphones on in case anybody joins anyway. In case anybody joins, I'm gonna need them on so I can hear. Because otherwise there will be an echo. I just need to turn off this monitor and output. There we go. There we go. There we go. Sorry guys. Sorry. This is there. Okay. This is the fun of live streaming. Okay, yeah, now you're good. We're good. We're good. We're good. All right. So yeah, guys, if you want, there is a link down in the chats if you guys want to join the chats here. We're going to be talking about Falcon and Winter Soldier. Again, apologies. This is the fun of live streaming. It really is. But if you'd like to come onto the show, talk about Falcon and Winter Soldier, join the. You can either come on through voice chat, or if you have video as well, that'd be fine. If you join video, make sure that if you're on your phone, that you orientate it where it's landscape, right? It's how they shoot films. They don't shoot films like this, all right? They don't shoot films like you're watching somebody get jacked at the 7-Eleven and doing nothing. Oh, no. All right. Dang, man. This thing is going off the rails with the tweeters. Going off the rails. All right. Okay. It's all right. Yeah. I was going to say, there is going to be a little bit of an echo, though, because because of that. And yeah, everybody's streaming right now. Everybody's streaming. Because I know I went late enough that a lot of people were going to be... well, I didn't know what time they were going to be going at, actually, to be honest with you. But anyway, guys, Falcon and Winter Soldier, episode 3. We've had 2 episodes so far. We're finally getting into this. This much later. Okay, we've had two episodes so far. I've really enjoyed the episodes for what they have been. Malcolm Spellman, I think, has done a really good job writing these first couple of episodes and getting and setting up this world that we've got going here into episode 3. The thing I really like about it is a lot in the writing, just kind of about everything that's going on here, where we see, Sam handing back the shield, and later definitely regretting it, where we see at the beginning of episode 1, he kind of gave a little speech about Captain America and the mantle and having the shield, and how this mantle, it really meant more than just the person. It's just, he's like, it's not me, like, being Captain America, like, Steve is Steve, nobody else is Steve. And he goes into a lot of just kind of about that, about what it is to be Captain America, and that America does need heroes, but there's really nobody else like Steve. And then, by the end of episode 1, you really get that same sense when that senator or whoever it is that is handing off and introducing John Walker as Captain America. He's sitting there kind of talking about... he's sitting there, the speech that he's giving, it sounds a lot like they turned around and used Sam's own words against him. It seemed very backhanded, a lot of it. That's what I kind of took out of it, was just seemed a lot of that, like I was kind of like, ooh, man, that's some shots. That's some shots taken, and you could even see when they showed Sam there at the end of the episode, all the nice little shots they got of him, the drama increasing. Going from one, flashing from his sister's reaction to his hands, going back and forth, the building of the tension. It was done really well. But not only that, everything else in the episode as well, even in the second episode, just showing all of the different things. You could a lot of people talk, about like the race stuff that was in there, where some people kind of felt it was lazy or a little on the nose. I thought it was done in a really good way, and in the sense that it shows you some things where, like, especially like in episode 1 with Sam's sister, but even in other instances here in episode 2, like the instance with Sam with the little boy, where he's it's Black Falcon, and they kind of went into that, where they are taking these kind of this kind of subject matter and kind of joking around with it, kind of joking around with it. Guys, give me a second here. Hold on. Maybe that'll help with a little bit of the echo. All right. But I thought a lot of that was really well done with the writing there, because you could see where like the sister, Sam's sister, is feeling discriminated against, where Sam, he's not feeling discriminated against, but he's not feeling necessarily he's feeling discriminated against in a different way, where his sister, you can tell, kind of feels like they are being discriminated against through race issues. You could see she kind of felt that way, where Sam was just kind of like felt discriminated against, like, oh, like, I got blipped, I can, I don't really like have a job, I don't have income, and like, but I'm Falcon, like, like I got, like, out of goodwill you could do this for me, and just that kinds of stuff. It really only goes so far. And I thought it was really well done, where obviously some people didn't like it, and I think that's kind of the beauty of what Malcolm Spellman has done with some of the writing, and they're kind of showing all of the different sides and taking it seriously while not being so serious at the same time. Where you're getting, I don't know, just a lot of those kinds of themes coming into there, where it is being serious but not taking itself too serious, not being too on the nose and overemphasizing stuff. Because I think that's really speaks to the actress who is playing Sam's sister, like in the first episode, where you could see and feel that emotion out of her, like she brought it to the screen. And like I said, you could really feel how she felt about everything, where you could tell Sam felt a little bit differently, not only through his body language, but even through what he was saying as well. And again, a lot of this is writing, a lot of this is directing, just really great stuff here in these episodes, and just really good stuff. And that's why I'm looking forward to episode 3, where we're going to get introduced to our main villain. Have we already met the main villain? I don't know. What do you guys think? I'll tell you one thing. Being the third episode, and definitely being the start of the second act, if you will, this is the time when it's to be set up who exactly our bad guy is. We got a little bit of tease with the Flag Smashers, and then obviously the Power Broker, who has an issue with them. But I'll tell you one thing for sure that I think is, how real is all of that? What's really going on there? Because in the comic books, especially like in the Sam Wilson Captain America run, there was some instances, especially like in the first volume, in those first handful of issues, where Sam went to the border and was dealing with these people at the border. Now there was some people who were in this case, like Joaquin Torres, who is in the army here, that we see in the series. He was actually he was a Samaritan who actually left supplies and everything for people who were coming up from Mexico into America. Now what happened was they had this coyote, if you will, this guy that was helping all the people come in, and he would stop them at these supply routes along the way. And in kind of a skirmish, when Sam ends up showing up to stop everything, because the Sons of the Serpent show up to stop the immigrants, they were going to sit there and kill them and act like all this. Well, what they were doing was they were actually they would go in there. They were kind of actually working with the coyote, who was helping all the people across, and they would take some of the men. I think they were leaving the women and children alone, if I remember correctly. But they were taking the men, and they were taking them off for experimentation by the Power Broker. Now, what ended up happening was this coyote was actually kind of working with the Sons of the Serpent to get these people there. And so it's kind of a manufactured thing, where the Power Broker was actually working with the Sons of the Serpent, who was actually working with the people at the border, who was helping basically supply them with people, right? And that kind of seems like something that we might get in this series as well, where maybe we got the Flag Smashers here being chased down by the Power Broker, but maybe they're actually, in a way, under the employ of the Power Broker to garner the attention of the authorities, of higher than just regular authorities, people like Sam Wilson, I guess I shouldn't say that. Sam Wilson, Falcon, Bucky, Winter Soldier, and things like that. But yeah, let me know down in the comments below what you think about any of that. Like I said, I think the writing is in pretty spot on. Again, the directing very good stuff. But again, like I said, if you guys would like, there is a link in the chat where you guys can come and join the stream. You can come and join the stream. All you got to do is have Skype. Feel free to get on there. And yeah, it's pinned at the very top. If you guys want to join in the chats. Oh man, it seems like we had somebody in here, but they left. Did they leave? Yeah. Yeah. Oh, okay. All right. So yeah, the link's there. Feel free to join. Let's see who all we've got here. See, we've got a few more people that have joined the chat. Let's see. Captain America's name is Steve. Wolf Blitzer would be my superhero name. Everyday Geeks, thank you so much for being here. Normies to Nerds has rated the stream with a party of 4. All right. Yeah, guys, like I said, if you guys want to come on, there's a link there. Join in the chats. Get on here. It'll take a second and we can get you on. All right. Oh, dang. My poor... He did, I was saying, he did send them too, huh? Aggressively Relaxed says, Wolf Blitzer, inside man with an outside man's name. Oh, man, that's too funny. That's too funny. That's too funny. All right. Yeah. Stan Stone is better than Steve. Who's Steve Stone? Or is it Stan Steve? What? Timmy and Mike again. Timmy! Yeah. Yeah, all right. What's everybody saying? Oh, wait, Tim is saying the bad guy is definitely Ross. To be honest, I mean, yes, you have all of the others, Zemo, Flag Smashers, and others, but the real villain is the government, I think, because the Captain America identity. Yeah, probably so. Probably so. Yeah. Well, and here's the thing is I think there's definitely he's gonna be involved. I think the chances of General Ross showing up in the show are pretty high. This show was originally supposed to come out after Black Widow, and we know for a fact he's in Black Widow. I definitely think he's probably going to show up in the show somewhere. I mean, maybe towards the end, a little cameo or something. Maybe even just a callback to one of the films or something that he said, a little cameo line from something like that, which they would still have to pay him for. That's going to link kind of all of them together. But more than anything, I think he would probably step in and just play a part in it. Because if anything, they probably had him when he was shooting for Black Widow. They're probably like, hey, we're going to shoot this also for Falcon and Winter Soldier, so just do these lines as well. We don't have to do the de-aging on you on these scenes, so we can save some money there. But yeah, I mean, I think it's definitely highly possible that General Ross does come on, definitely. All right, and let's see here. We got a guest joining us, folks. Give me just a second here, and we'll be right back, folks. We'll be right back. Oh, what happened there? I don't know, man. All right. Where are we at here? Come on. This thing's messing with me, guys. Sorry. Okay. Here. All right. All right, everybody, and we are back. We got some guests with us. We got my man Kendall here, and we've also on the line, not on video, you cannot see. We've got my man Will Morgan here as well. What is up, everybody?
What's going on, Trinity? What's up, man?
Not
What's
much.
up?
How you
What's up,
doing?
guys?
How you doing,
Doing
Will?
good, doing good.
All right. So, talking Falcon and Winter Soldier. I guess first we'll go with you, Kendall. What were your thoughts on episode? What were your thoughts so far on the first couple of episodes?
So the first episode to me, it was a good opening episode as far as just to get people tuned up and ready to go. It was character development. We didn't waste time figuring out where these people are right now in the MCU world. They have been away for 6 months, you know what I mean? So they've been back for 6 months. So we know where they were. So it was just perfectly done as a good episode to kick things off. I gave that episode like an 8.5 because it could have had a bit more action, but it was still good for what it was. So episode two for me got a 9. And episode 2 was great just because the way I hope you don't mind me going into it, Trinity, but just the way they tackled the issues, the race issues and stuff. To me, it didn't beat people over the head. You know what I mean? Some of these shows can be extreme, and like go to the most extreme points of racism and stuff and show that out. And that can turn people off. But when you're doing it to where it's not beating people over the head, I think it was good. And then the character development moving things forward in episode 2, as far as making you kind of feel for my man's John Walker. But then, still at the same time, you want to punch this dude in the face. I was telling folks, he's like, you might be like, yo, I could have a drink with this dude at the bar, but then at the same time, it's like after you have a couple of drinks, it's like, dude, bag off. That's the kind of vibes that I get from him. So they did a great job of that in episode 2, and then also with the Flag Smashers and just establishing, the super soldier serum. That's to me what's going on here is that Feige said at the end of the show, we're going to see Sam as Captain America. So to me, the whole point of the show is to prove that Sam can be Captain America, right? Mm-hmm. So when we're talking about, the Captain America's thing was having a super soldier serum, and I feel like a lot of people would be like, how would Sam have the super soldier serum how would Sam be Cap if he doesn't have the serum? Like, how could he do the things that Cap does? There's no better way to make him seem worthy of being Cap than making him beat a bunch of people with super soldier serum. You know what I mean? So right. To me, so these last 2 episodes really are putting the basis that this show is going to be really super soldier serum. To me, is going to be one of the hugest points of the show. We're going to understand more. We're going to see more of it. More people are going to have it, and we're going to learn how that happened. So yeah, so like I said, episode 2 to me was great, just keeping the story moving along. And dude, that fight scene might be the fight scene on the trailers. I might have to have that top 5 right now. It might be fresh because I've seen it, but as far as just top 5 in the MCU fight scenes, that fight scene, dude, was epic. Just the way the creativity there was like almost Fast and the Furious level when they come to creative shit with their cars. Like they kind of tapped into that and got really creative in episode 2 with their fight scene. So yeah, that's just how I feel about it, dude. I'm not gonna take up too much of your time talking about. I have the same theory about Isaiah Bradley and how he could be the key to more super soldier serum. But yeah, I let Will go. But that was just that was to me. It's just been a dope 2 episodes that really just set the frame for what we can expect moving forward and what this show is all about. Like I said, super soldier serum, that juice, man. It's the juice.
Absolutely. Yeah, I think they've been great. Will, what have you thought about so far?
Well, I like what without going into detail just yet on my opinions and everything, but like what Kendall was talking about with the super soldier serum and whatnot. I think one of the most important things that I've noticed about this series so far is the phrase they keep using about the big 3. Aliens, androids, or wizards.
Yeah.
I think that's an important phrase because I think that's letting you know we're going to get past that. You get what I'm saying? Like that's kind of a joke in the MCU because that's what they've been constrained in as far as explaining how superheroes, actually work. Mm-hmm. And I I think that that's kind of foreshadowing the fact that we're going to get some explanation outside of super soldier serum and all of those other the other two of the big three. You get what I'm saying? Like, I feel like that was kind of a signal to us on what's about to happen or what this whole series is about. Do you guys agree with that or no?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, I didn't think about that, but that's good. Like
Definitely.
I mean, it was repeated twice. Like they don't throw away lines in the MCU, especially if it's said twice. Like they don't. It's not a throwaway line.
Yeah.
It's definitely, it ties in there.
I feel like stuff is definitely a lot more like basic foreshadowing in this series than it was in WandaVision. Like WandaVision had admitted like red herrings and shit, you know.
Mm-hmm.
But I feel like that's not a throwaway line. I mean, fuck, dude. Maybe it's just me wanting mutants real bad. I don't know.
Yeah, no. I mean, I think that's kind of where we're at, though. Is at the point where they're ready to start introducing those kind of ideas, those kind of concepts, and things like that. This we already kind of know, like the super soldier enhancement is something that they've been wanting to do for a while. And like Kendall was saying earlier about Thaddeus Ross, you know, as well, he's somebody that's out there who's been wanting that for a long time. Yeah.
Isaiah is a good point. I think that the reason they used Isaiah was to show you that there's other heroes that you don't know about.
Right.
You get what I'm saying? Because everybody complains like, well, if there were mutants, why weren't they blah, blah, blah during the Battle of New York and everything like that? And then I feel like they're kind of leading you in the direction to tell you there's been shit that's going on that you didn't know about.
Right.
And that's exciting to me. Like, I was just talking with some friends. Like, have you guys watched Invincible yet?
Yeah.
No. Well, I mean, some of the first episode.
Well, like Invincible, like Marvel's actual universe in the comic books looks more like Invincible, where there's like too many heroes. Like there's just heroes. There's people, supers everywhere,
Right.
and like I feel like they're telling us that they're getting to the point where we can have that reality. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
That makes sense.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, absolutely.
And I think they're even like kind of with Isaiah telling you that it's been like that for a while. Like that way you don't have to, like, they just shut up the complainers when it actually bust open. You know what I mean? So I don't know. That's where I'm at with it. I'm excited.
I'm kind of leaning more towards. I think that's a good point of saying, you know, they've been here, and I think that's when you're talking about Isaiah, just the fact that he had been there for a while. So don't be butthurt. There are some things that we don't know about the MCU, a whole lot actually that we probably don't know about the MCU and history wise. But yeah, I wanted to ask you this, Trinity, Will, what do you guys think about this? I brought up Isaiah Bradley. He talks about the tests being done on him. He talks about everything, all those workings being done while he was in jail. I think that wasn't said because they wanted to make a reference to the Tuskegee experiments. I think he said that. What if his blood, the stuff they took out, is the cocktail to what makes these new super soldiers? Mm-hmm. So when they're extracting everything out, I think that's a great way to tie in with the Flag Smashers being directly tied into Isaiah Bradley's blood. The Red Guardian possibly in Black Widow, this whole new super soldier serum, and the one that John Walker I think is going to get at the end of this episode coming up, that's all going to tie in to my man's Isaiah Bradley. And I was like, yeah, I think it's going to be one, how he comes back into the show, but also two, a good way to make advantage of that line there.
You know, have they really told us when Isaiah Bradley came into the picture or anything? Because I don't think they really did make reference to that.
Well, at least,
how do we know that he didn't have something to do with the original serum or anything that had to do with Steve?
But it was at least 1950.
I remember they said a date, didn't he? It's like back in the whatevers because.
Well, it was the Korean War, and the Korean War was 1950 to 1953. Right. So Cat went into the ice in 1944. So I'm thinking
that would have been when they actually confronted each other, though, right? Not when he actually had the serum put in.
Yeah, he dropped in.
Yeah, and that's what I was wondering about. I mean, for all we know, he could be. I mean, I doubt it because they did say, and the only reason I say that is because they said that Steve was the first, like the successful, person that
Right.
it's happened on. So it makes me feel like they've had trials before. And how do we know that he didn't come before that? And it just wasn't the expected or desired results that they were looking for.
My thought was that it came after because after they saw Steve, it was just a mad race to copy Ericsson's work. So like they probably did it on so many of their people that would have been great potential ones. And then they were like, all right, we need to start really testing these and putting in the test subjects. That's how Isaiah Bradley ended up getting it. I'm thinking in between when Cap died in 1950s, when we knew he had that power, like you mentioned. But yeah, I mean, it's definitely possible though, Tran. Like I wouldn't put it past. At this point, I don't think we can put it past Marvel to be like, yeah, the one that Steve got is a more improved version of what man's Isaiah Bradley had,
Right. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, like I said, because I mean, they could really take it just about anywhere. I mean, I doubt they would do that, but I mean, it's certainly a possibility. I am definitely interested in more of that, learning more of that story because I thought the scenes that he was in there were pretty good. When they went in there and we're talking with him, the actor he was pretty good and pretty intense. And he brought it. I was like, yeah, man, this is good. This is good stuff.
Yeah, this from Mike Port. Get out my house. And
Yeah.
that right there, that line, like,
yeah, he went full Clint Eastwood.
yeah, dude.
You guys, there's like multiple Buckies and multiple Caps,
Right.
And in fact, like, I can't remember all of their names and everything, but I remember that, like, the actual Winter Soldier comes back and kills one of them, which is one of the things that starts the actual story of the Winter Soldier. But I wonder if, I mean, that's what they're doing with the setup with Walker and everything too, is kind of revisiting that idea that they always need to do a Cap.
Mm-hmm.
But in the comics, there was like a lot more Caps after Cap was frozen too, like before he was unfrozen.
Yeah. Yeah. Like I said, I mean, and it's because again, like I hate to look into everything here too and think that they're going so deep with it as well because it seems like constantly, even with like the WandaVision, like we as fans were looking too big picture into every little thing when it ended up not being. It was just like a little something that's moving the story forward, giving you a nice little story to kind of expand the universe. And I kind of feel that way too, thinking about a lot of this stuff is like, okay, like they're doing all these things and it's gonna be this really big thing, but how big is it gonna be?
Yeah. Don't set ourselves up for disappointment.
Right.
But hey, I was okay with the boners.
But I think one thing about this show though, they are straight. I think they're straight shooting. Like you said, they're not like it's basic foreshadowing. Like you said, Will, it's not like red herrings that we're seeing out here making the rich Mephisto or what have you. It's straight shooting. So if we think we're gonna get a cameo, so if I think I'm gonna see Steve Rogers, I damn sure think I'm gonna see Steve Rogers. You know what I mean? I think it's everything they're talking about. Like I don't think they're wasting a line here. Like they were wasting billions of lines in WandaVision. I think all of these lines are meaningful. So like I don't feel so. If I'm duped this time, then it's on me. Fool me once, what do they say? Fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, shame on me. Whatever. Yeah. If I get duped this time, it's on me. But like, I'm willing to chance that because I think this one is shooting straight forward, man. Like straight shooting. But.
So you guys staying up tonight to watch this all night?
I don't do.
I want to get a little nap in.
What? A little nap.
Trini, hold up, Trini, aren't you on the West Coast? You can stay up to 12, right?
Yeah, no, I'm old, bro. Like I'm halfway through sleeping. At midnight, I'm halfway through my sleep already. I go to sleep at like 8, 9 o'clock.
Okay.
You guys are youngsters. My partying days are behind me.
Hey, Hey, I'm going to sleep and I'm gonna take a nap and then I'm gonna wake up and try to get it in early. But
Okay,
yeah,
so
dude, I got
go ahead.
I got to get out of here though, man. I got to get out here and jet and get some things done. I got to I had to build a whole little desk for the studio down here and everything. So I got
All
to get
right.
out here and get some shit done, dude.
Do you
Hey,
have
but
any,
look,
do you
thank you
have
for
any
having me on,
theories or
man.
anything for episode 3?
Yeah, episode 3. I mentioned this in the stream before I came in here. Shameless plug for Normies to Nerds over there. We stream about 3 times a week. But I mentioned this episode 3. I think it's going to be a villain episode. What I mean is we're going to see Sam and Bucky, but their story arc to me is not really going to move forward that much. I think we're going to be focusing on Zemo. We're going to see why Zemo is still alive. He wanted to kill himself in the Civil War. When you want to die, that's a deep thing. You got to figure out. So he's just been sitting in jail. You got to figure out why he still wants to live. What's his motive moving forward? It's got to be something powerful, you know. So I think we're going to get into some things. So maybe driving Zemo. We're going to get Zemo out of jail, and I think Zemo's going to split off and do his own thing, and maybe come back, make a little cameo later on in the series, and come back in the Thunderbolts type way. So I think we're going to end the show with Zemo going off his way. Flag Smashers, I think we are going to get a bit more of a backstory on them. And then the biggest thing I think we're going to get is with U.S. Agent. So U.S. Agent, I think, is going to be going on a hunt for the super soldier serum, just like Sam and Bucky are. The reason why they're going to go see Zemo is to learn more. I think that Battlestar and U.S. Agent, they're going to go on their hunt to find out more. And I think that's going to lead them to Power Broker.
Right.
I think Power Broker, they're going to meet up with them. This might be more of a government type thing to where Power Broker might get like a government contract. I don't think it's going to be so under the table there. But that's how Power Broker is going to deal in. And I think the last thing we see every episode, the last thing we see has been like a boom, like a supposed to hit hard.
So basically, Power Broker's going to come in kind of like Justin Hammer did. Try to be like a wannabe, like, oh, I got tech for you. Yeah. Government contracts.
Yeah, and I think we're gonna end with just like him getting the John Walker and maybe Battlestar, but we'll focus on John Walker looking buff, like coming out there getting his juice in, and that's how it's going to end. I think we're going to end this episode with him getting his juice in, and that'll lead to the next episode with maybe Sam getting beat up by John Walker or doing something down along the line there in the next episode to set up a huge fight in episode 6. But yeah, episode 3 is all about the villains, man. All about the villains to me, dude.
Absolutely. Sounds good, man. So I'll see if we can get a link to your channel and get it down there in the chats for everybody.
Yeah, I'll drop it in, dude.
Make sure.
Yeah, I'll drop it in.
I was gonna say I don't think it'll let you.
Oh, okay. Oh, damn.
But guys, definitely go check it out. Normies 2 Nerds. Normies 2, number 2. Normies 2 Nerds. Go check them out. Kendall, thank you so much for being here. Appreciate it, man. Have a great rest of your night.
Hey,
and
much love, dude.
I guess we'll see how this next episode is going to be.
We'll see how it goes, man. Come back and holler at you when it's over, dude.
All right, man.
All right, see you.
Later.
See you, Will.
Yeah, that was cool.
All right. Now we got it frozen on screen now.
What? Hey, where are you? Let me ask. I'm sorry, I missed the first. What's going on? Did you redesign everything? Are you at a shop?
What do you? No, I kind of redesigned. I kind of redesigned a little bit. Moved things around.
Looks sharp, man. You left her. I knew that was coming, but it looks good.
What's that?
You can't hear me?
Yeah. No, he said left what?
Yeah, it looks good. It looks good. I knew that was coming, but it looks good.
Thank you.
You still have her in the background, is what I said.
Oh, yeah. Absolutely. That was a good. Everyone likes that poster. Everyone always compliments and talks about it. So I mean, she's got to stay.
Is it framed now? It's framed now.
Yeah, it's framed now. I was gonna say I've got another one. Let's see if we can show this one right there of her too. That's a different one.
Is that Limp Bizkit right next to?
Oh yeah, absolutely. Absolutely.
Trinity, baby.
Yeah. Hey, I seen Limp Bizkit. in Denver with Faith No More one time. It was great.
Ooh, with Faith No More. What year was that?
99? 99?
Really? Not late. Oh, wow. Wow. That's kind of cool, man.
Yeah, it might have been
You had heard
98.
play everything.
Yeah.
I remember I was into Limp Bizkit way at their first album, dude. I hate to feel old about it, but
Oh,
I
yeah.
liked them when they were like a lot more heavy. I'm kind of a hip hop dude too, and I'm not gonna lie to you. I know every Limp Bizkit song name, but it's kind of embarrassing.
Nah, not at all. I got a Limp Bizkit tattoo.
Oh no, you don't. Let me see.
No, I can't show it to you.
Oh, it's below the belt. This is even more uncomfortable.
It's on my leg. It's on my leg. It's just like it's hard to show you right now. That's all. That's all.
It says Fred on your. No, I'm just kidding.
Oh man, yeah, I got a tattoo. It says Fred Durst for life on my cheek.
It says chocolate starfish in Old English right above your belly button.
Oh man, you terrible. You terrible.
Oh my goodness. I gotta tell you, man, I am excited about Winter Soldier. I didn't get to tell you how I felt about the actual episodes.
Mm-hmm.
So we can okay.
Go ahead. Yeah, full spoilers. It's all good.
First actions. What? I
was saying, yeah, go ahead. Full spoilers. It's all good. Go into it.
All right. Okay. I enjoyed the first action sequence. However, I was a little annoyed because it was just like such an obvious choice to show off Falcon's like abilities. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
With the squirrel guys or the squirrel suit guys, you know. It's just good to see the Falcon getting closer to his book design and not an uncomfortable way. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
And again, like we talked about earlier, I enjoyed the fact that it showed the real life aspects of the characters, as far as like Sam not getting the loan or like Bucky going to a psychiatrist.
Mm-hmm.
Even though it's not like, it wasn't too classic dialogue. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So into episode 2 has some, in my opinion, the best, like, it's the most classic dialogue ever. It reminded me of Winter Soldier when Sam and Bucky are talking right before they get on the plane.
Right.
And they're talking about the big 3, like we mentioned earlier.
Mm-hmm.
The androids, the aliens, and the wizards. And he's like, there's no wizards. There's no wizards. And then he was like, well, like, who are you fighting, Gandalf? And he's like, yeah, I read The Hobbit in 1937.
When it came out. Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, that's classic.
Yeah, just great little character moments like that. And that's the good thing about about shows like this is you have more time for that. Where in movies, especially a lot of the movies that these guys are in, Sam and Bucky, a lot of the movies they're in, they're just kind of in there, like they're just kind of shoved in. They're not like the main thing. Because even in Winter Soldier, Bucky wasn't like the big guy who was there on screen the whole time, like hogging up the screen. I mean, it was still Captain America's movie. And here they have more time to get those nice, just little character moments in there. Where, as normally during the shows, that they wouldn't have that. They wouldn't have that. So yeah, certainly some very good stuff. So like a falcon Falcon, Will is flying through the clouds, and Okay, let's see what everybody is saying in the chats here. We got Gippy White, who says,
I'm really excited about tonight. I'm about to watch Godzilla and at versus King Kong.
Nice. You going to the theater?
No, we were going to, but then, dude, it was almost $90 to go to the theater.
What?
Yes, and that's not even including, like, we bought the tickets, we returned them because we were just like, holy crap, man! Like, it makes sense. We all know it makes total sense, but I'd rather save my money for Black Widow than go to Godzilla. So instead, we all got together because, I mean, it's the group that, whatever, who cares about COVID anymore? Anyway,
right.
So we are I put up a projector downstairs, and we're just going to watch it on the projector.
There you go.
It's like we do that. We've been doing that a lot more recently because, I mean, it feels like a theater at that point.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
But and then I think we're getting close to time on that too. And then after that, I thought that I would stay up to see Winter Soldier.
Yeah.
And watch that on the projector also. So I'm excited.
Oh yeah.
Plus, I watched Invincible, man.
Nice.
Good grief.
Yeah, I've got a projector here, and I've been I've got it at just right over here. I'm pointing to it right here. You can't see it right now, but it's right over here. Yeah, I'm pointing right to it. I was thinking about, because I have it out here in the garage where I normally do my workouts and everything, because my computer don't have a DVD player on it. You know, it's new tech, and I'm a boomer, and I've got physical copies of stuff still, and so I've got it so I can do my DVD workouts and stuff here in the garage, and I probably just need to hook it up to my PlayStation, bring it out here and all that stuff, and like get some of those, stream some of those things here on bigger. I mean, I've got a pretty nice big screen in the house, but you know, then
I was using
watch parties with everybody.
I was using a bed sheet for a while, and I found like a cheap projector. And there's something better about like watching movies in that projection style theater. I don't know if it's just like the nostalgia of it from being growing up with it or whatever. I just like it. It's just there's like. And we watched so I ordered like, I don't know, it's like $30, which is just like a projection screen that has like little holes on it. And you can just drilled it into the roof and hung it up so I can take it down if I want it. You know what I mean?
Right.
But it's still up because we watched the fights on it.
There you go.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
I thought King Kong and Godzilla would do well on that after seeing the fights.
Absolutely. I was gonna say my thing is like I got this projector and it looks pretty good. It does pretty good for a projector, but then I'm like, I know what I'm gonna do is once I start using it more is I'm gonna be like, I need a 4K projector. We're gonna get rid of my TV in the house and
See, that's what I'm saying though. Like I watched it on a bed sheet and it didn't even matter. Like the wrinkles and everything, like was something. There's something like, man, everybody's gonna be like I'm high as hell, but who cares? There's something archaic. There's something cool about watching it like that. You know what I'm saying? It's like sitting around the campfire or some shit like that. You know, this is badass. Dude. Seeing this guy get his ass kicked on with a bed sheet. But
you're making me want to wake up at midnight and put my projector out here in the driveway and wake the kids up and we'll do a watch party with everybody in the middle of the night out here in my driveway and shit.
It's just better. I mean, who cares? I got a big screen TV, but it's not even the Invincible. It's Invincible. I like, what's his name? Kirkman. That guy, every time I read or see the stuff he's actually written, my fucking jaw drops, bro.
Yeah.
Have you seen it yet? You have not seen this?
No.
What's it gonna take for me to get you interested in this?
Well, I'm gonna watch it soon. I'm gonna watch it. I watched part of one episode. I'm gonna watch it. I promise. But we got.
Do you know the history of the comic? Because I don't. I was wondering if you could fill me.
I haven't read it.
When did it come out?
I'm not for sure. I'm not for sure. But we've got Gippy White here in the chats that says, part of me thinks that John Walker already has a watered down serum in him. He was just taking the hits really well, especially the one that knocked him off the truck where he landed on a car's windshield. Yeah, I mean, I think so too. I mean, I don't know. Does he have something already? I don't know. Is he juicing already? Maybe. Maybe he's already on something that the government has that they've kind of been experimenting with, but nothing that has permanent results. Maybe. I mean, because getting at that, we're talking basically what we're talking about here is performance enhancing drugs, and I mean, people already take those. But it really kind of depends like on exactly what they're talking about here. I could see him having some sort of serum or something that he's taking to use. But yeah, I mean, he does seem to be pretty badass already when we see him, especially there in action when he lands on the top of those trucks, off the helicopter and everything. But at the same time, it almost seems like it's played up to make it seem more dramatic than it really was too. But I almost make it feel like it feels that way because they're wanting us to not like John Walker. But what do you think? You think he's already on the juice?
I don't know. I seem to remember there were certain super soldiers who had to like continuously take their stuff, or isn't that true?
Mm-hmm. The which one?
I'm not sure. I can't remember, but I feel like there was some character in Marvel who had to continuously take something to be, because Walker looks, I mean, what he did with the shield and everything, he looks pretty tough. He's kind of a joke, but at the same time, he's more than average,
Right. As I was saying, I know there's the recent comic series that's coming out right now, U.S. Agent, kind of goes into that as well, where you kind of see like, yeah, like he's like like a regular guy, but he's not like a regular guy. He wasn't just some loser nobody chump. He wasn't, and I hate to, this sounds bad saying this, but he wasn't just a Steve Rogers before the serum. He was, and that's what they kind of went into in episode 2, where he was a college, he was a football athlete. He was, went to college and all that kinds of, just in the army and all those kinds of things, where he actually was that, like, he just kind of was physically already fit in there, where Steve was all, he was all the serum, where John Walker's already got some of those traits already just before even the serum. So, yeah. Huh. But let's see what else we got going on here in the chat. Callisto Patricia says, my donation paid for that frame. Absolutely. And speaking of which, just talking about the frame, the frame for the frame back there. Speaking of which, also maybe we need to see if this shows up there as well. Patricia sent in a donation yesterday after the stream that says, "Hey Trinity, thanks for the impromptu live stream this morning. I love that you waited until they were live to check the DC news because yesterday, I guess that was yesterday, did the live stream talking about DC Comics doing this voting thing for some new stories they were going to put out." But yeah, and Patricia, just a great supporter of the channel and a great supporter of the nerd community. And I seen earlier Timmy talking about coming on. Tim, you need to come on, man. Don't be scared, man. Get on here, dude. Yeah, there you go. I'm going. Yeah, Mike Porter says, I think I'm going to be a content creator manager. I love it. Do it. Yeah, there you go. Trying to promote us. There you go. There you go.
So,
Go
what
on.
have you been reading lately? I've been out of touch, man. I'm on a little bit of a vacay. I was away from. What have you been reading lately?
Just my weekly pulls, and then I've been getting kind of brushing up and rereading the Sam Wilson Captain America run, and then I was supposed to get through all that last weekend, and then get caught up on and read that Truth Red, White, and Black series. I want to get on Marvel Unlimited. I want to read that as well, and then I need to get in and read about some more about like John Walker, because I don't really know enough about it. Like, 'cause I've never really read him in the comic books either. So I want to get in and read some of that stuff.
Is, but I'm not familiar. I mean, I kind of know the idea. Like I said about there was more Captain Americas than just those two, and how they've like people whose names you wouldn't even remember. You get what I'm saying? There's like 6 of them.
Right. You know, and I always thought one of the cool things would be is if they would have used, man, I can't remember his name all of a sudden. The guy that was in the first Captain America movie, that was one of the Howling Commandos. You know, because they had the black guy there too. It would have been great if they would have brought him back and he was the guy.
Yeah.
Or if he would have been the guy in the first place. You know, that would have been cool. Like kind of a callback.
Yeah. I mean, like I said, I think the important thing though is like what it means, and that's the fact that we've had plenty of experiments. Because that's why I think that's why people didn't like Iron Man 3 or whatever, is because of the whole extremist thing, which was just an idea they came up with to have a villain. You know what I mean? Nah, I mean, yeah. I'm just saying there's a little bit of more freedom here, I feel, that we're about to have, that I'm excited about.
Yeah.
The possibility of having more advanced. They did the same thing in WandaVision with the whole witches. Like when they showed the fact that it was back in the 1600s, it opened up the possibility that there was things that had happened that you had no idea about.
Exactly.
And Isaiah does the same thing.
Right.
It opens up the realm of possibilities where there were stories that were happening that explain things that aren't just like androids, whatever, blah, 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 blah.
Right. And it also kind of makes you wonder, like, how, you know, kind of like exactly what you're talking about is like, how many more are there? You know, how many other people have been experimented on? How many other people are out there, if any, that still have any of those kind of lingering powers?
Yeah. What are the things that they use? Like Madripoor is important here, and I'm trying to figure out when we're going to get there and how we're going to get there, and under what circumstances we're going to be talking about the history of that area.
Right.
Because that opens up mutants. And again, I don't want to set us up for disappointment. I don't. But it's it's a prime.
It is.
It's a prime opportunity.
Right. And yeah, I mean, and I was gonna say chances are pretty high, and I mean, I definitely think we're going to Madripoor in this next episode. I mean, considering we know they're gonna go talk to Zemo. Yeah, I think it's gonna be interesting.
I'm glad to see Zemo to his full comic book potential. Also, somebody who knows a lot more of what's going on than the average hero does.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Chillmonger says the art in red, white, and black is what? Chillmonger. I was gonna say because I downloaded it on Marvel Unlimited so I could read it on offline, and yeah, I kind of flipped through it a little bit, and I'm kind of like, oh, that seems It's, what's the word you're looking for, Chillmonger? Very, I don't know. From what I've seen, would you say? I don't know. It looks old. It looks like old school stuff. It doesn't look like something you would normally get out of a Marvel book.
Bucky should be Cap. Bucky should be Cap. He is the most compelling out of the two. No
Says
shit.
H-Town boss.
Absolutely truth statement. Truth, brother. Truth.
Yeah.
It's the H-Town boss.
Yeah. Yeah, as I'm saying, I like Bucky as well. Now, of course, everybody, when we start talking about handing Bucky the shield, everybody's going to talk about how he's been compromised, how he's a bad guy, and done all those things and all of that kinds of stuff. But I'm not necessarily sure that that's any reason why he couldn't be. But I think Bucky also, because I mean I like Bucky a lot, but and that's one of the things I think in this episode we're kind of already seeing as well, even with the whole Captain America thing, is kind of even in the comic books, the Sam Wilson Captain America run, it was like Sam Wilson, like he was being Captain America after he got handed the shield and everything, but through the series you kind of see like he's kind of like, you know what, F the shield, I don't want to have nothing to do with this. I just want to be Falcon. And I kind of feel like that's what's going to be going on, happening here as well. But, not necessarily in this series. I think this series is going to be him going through those emotions, thinking about it. And I'm thinking that by the end of the series, that he actually will take on the mantle. I think he'll probably take on the Captain America mantle by the end of the series. Is what I'm thinking.
All right, now they're telling me I have to go soon to not miss the showing of Godzilla. But I have a controversial question for you.
Uh-oh.
And we can talk about this for a while to tell them we've around my little crew over here, we've been talking about it a lot lately. We want to know, do you want Red Wing to become a real bird?
No.
Yes. No, I disagree.
Red Wing can't become a real bird.
Yes. He should. He definitely. Dude, I want to see some cosmic reality bending stuff turn Red Wing into a real bird.
All right.
And Sam goes through this whole crisis where he's got to have that bird and keep that fucking bird alive.
Does he eventually kind of telepathically link to the bird as well, like in the comics?
Yeah, that's what happens. The Red Skull makes that happen. The
is that how that happens?
Yeah, if I remember correctly, that's how that happens. It's this weird, like, reality bending, like reality stone bullshit, right?
Huh.
It's not gonna.
Was that after he became a vampiric Falcon?
Oh, did Falcon do that for real? I forgot about that.
Yeah, well, because I do know in the one series he ends up like the Falcon was experimented on and had like blood of like vampires. He was vampiric. So yeah.
His history is fucked up, man.
I know. It really is. Oh man. Yeah. All right, man. So you're gonna go watch some Gajira, huh?
Gajira. Yeah. It's gotten dark now, so like we can get it dark enough for the projector.
Right.
We got snacks ready. They've allowed me to like goof off and talk to you, which has been nice.
Nice.
Just saying. Thanks,
Sweet.
Trinity.
Yeah. Well, make sure
positive about it.
Make sure the next time that you are getting ready to get together with all of your friends and your family for any of these kind of movie nights, you should go out there and make sure that you get some snacks from the Mountain Man Nut and Fruit Company. The Mountain Man Nut and Fruit Company are the purveyors of fine nuts, dried fruits, candies, and chocolates. And they have been in business for a little over 40 years, and they have nothing but the best and freshest snacks available. There are links down in the description where you can go and check those out. But Will Morgan actually lives in an area where he could probably go into a store and pick some up.
Really?
No, we're not sponsored. What's that?
Yeah, Denver. I'm in Denver.
Yeah. There's probably stores around there somewhere. There's definitely people that do what I do out there.
Man, pleasure as always, all right? And I shall talk to you very soon.
All right, man.
All right,
All right.
take it easy.
Take it easy, man. Have a good one. All right. Now he's gonna be there. We've got him solidified on screen forever. There we go. Bam. We're gonna leave that up. We're gonna leave that up there. We're gonna leave that up. Oh, why did it make me leave too? Why did it make me leave the chat too? But I guess I better unpin that thing though, because if anybody wants to call in now, I can't. Okay, let's see. So what's everybody saying in the chat? I see we got RC Scott ended up joining the chat here. Let's see. Reefer Man says, I'm eating and smoking, so my mouth is too busy to join in. I understand. Current U.S. agent book looks decent. I read the first issue. It was okay. It was okay. It was all right. It wasn't terrible. It wasn't terrible. Oh, and looky there. Look what decided to show up. Let me. It's not that one. It's not that one. Oh, come on. Come on. It's not that one. It's not. Oh, where's it at? Where's it at? What's with this stuff? What's going on here? There we go. That should look a little bit better now. Okay. Gippy White says Isaiah did look like he was in a similar age range as old Steve in Endgame. It really makes you wonder how old he is when he got the serum. Yeah, exactly. And that, and kind of that's exactly one of the things I was kind of thinking of, like as we were going along there, kind of talking, like, yeah, but like how long has he had that serum in his veins for? When did he get it? How old is he? He looked pretty. I mean, he looked like he had some age on him, and yeah, exactly right. He did kind of look, around Steve's age there. Chillmonger says if the art was garbage. Okay, I want a bird Red Wing. Okay, there we go, and that's exactly what. There we go. Okay, so I'm not the only one that or Will Morgan's not the only one that wants the Red Wing. Okay, there's two. There we go. All right, that would be okay. We're there. You got me. We're all in on the Red Wing thing. We're all in on the Red Wing. Gippy says, no animals were harmed in the making of this episode. Damn. RC Scott says, damn, Godzilla versus Kong was decent. Yeah, I'll have to check it out. RC Scott says, who the F is this guy? But that was Will Morgan. We had Kendall from Normies to Nerds with us earlier. If you want to join the chat, let me know. I can put a link down in the... I can put a link there in the little chatses. Put a little link there in the chatses. And... you can join in if you want to. You can join in. If you want to join in. F the bird Red Wing hater, says Will Morgan. Oh man, too good. Maybe Red Wing could be a Rocket kind of a situation. Oh, like they experimented with Rocket Raccoon. Yeah, could be. Absolutely. Snacks. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, hashtag product placement. I know. Oh, speaking of which, I think this is where, you know what? I need to do, there we go. I need to do like Al and Lavis Blackman have done on over on After Dark, where they've filmed commercials and stuff for that. I actually have a film. I filmed something that I wanted to do, like a little commercial and everything to plug some stuff, but I just wasn't completely happy with it, and I need to reshoot it and really sit down and think about it. Really sit there and think about it and do some multiple shots and stuff like that. Maybe I need to get my kids involved out here so they can help me direct and everything, because my daughter, maybe I can get her to move the camera and do some of that kind of stuff. Plus, she's a youngster. I mean, they're all into that kind of stuff, right? It's funny. Sometimes I'll be editing videos and I'll put some stuff in there. I'll be like, oh, what do you think of this? And they'll just crack up laughing. I'm like, okay, good. It works. RC Scott says, I don't know. You don't know Will Morgan? Okay, you got to go check out Meta Egg. META Egg. Meta Egg here on YouTube. It does great videos. Good stuff. We need more. We need more videos, Will Morgan. We need more videos. Let's see. Noise. Hi, friends are the best friends. Says, oh man, that's funny. Gippy White says, how sad is it that our standard for comic book quality these days is it wasn't terrible. Yeah. I was gonna say that's. Yeah. We could believe me. Let me put it to you this way. I don't pull any DC or Marvel books anymore. Pretty soon, the Saska sisters are going to be writing a book for DC. And there's more than just this one they're doing the voting on, apparently. I seen a comment they had left somewhere else that they actually have another project yet to be announced with DC as well. So be paying attention, folks. Be paying attention. Let's see. Reefer Man says, Gippy, are we related? That's funny. RC Scott says, picked up issue 1 of Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, The Last Ronin. Nice. Yeah, absolutely. Good one. It's a good one. Did you get issue 2? Did you get issue 2? Yeah, take it easy, Will Morgan. Have a good one, man. Absolutely. Thank you for being here. Birthday is Sunday. The big 37. Oof. 37, man. You still a little wet behind the ears there, aren't you? Still a little. I know this fool's gonna make a joke of that. Well, happy birthday, RC Scott. The Detroit Red Wings are a hockey. Yeah, they are. They actually are. Yeah, absolutely. Reefer Man says just turned 43 2 days ago. Damn. You guys are old. You guys are young. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. Yeah, no, Reefer Man's like my same age then. Yeah. Absolutely. Reefer Man, we're almost the same age too. Happy belated, but there you go. See, look. Bam. Look. We all a bunch of boomers here. We all a bunch of boomers. I'm in good company, I guess. I'm in good company with the boomers. Thank you guys. So let me see. Let's We'll go through one more round. We'll go see if anybody else wants to join the meeting. Well, everybody, there we go. If anybody else wants to hop in and have a little chat, chat. Where's Jonathan at? Oh, he's probably over on After Dark, getting that nerd coin. There you go, guys. There's this. If you guys want to come on the stream, flap your gums, talk about Falcon and Winter Soldier. Hop on in, man. Hop on in. I put. Oh, come on. Why didn't it pin the link? There we go. Okay, it did pin the link. All right. Crap, I turned 47 the day after St. Patrick's Day. Nice. That's not bad. Not too bad. 47, huh? Getting a little nice crisp age. Crisp. Not bad. I'm more like a boomhauer than a boomer. There you go. All right. I'll be 58 in May. Young whippersnappers. That's not too bad, Mike Porter. That's not too bad. Yeah. Reefer, man. Come on, man. Oh, man. RC Scott says, Dixie, you're way older than I gave you credit for. Not me. Not I, RC Scott. I mean, just because Dixie acts like... Oh, I'm waiting for Dixie to say something now. Like, what? Acts like what? Acts like what? What do I act like? What? You act like a 47-year-old boomer. That's what you act like. Woo! That's funny. You guys are cracking me up. Okay, so we'll wait here for a few more minutes. See if anybody else wants to call in about Falcon and Winter Soldier and share your thoughts, opinions, your hype. If you have any theories or anything for the episode. Again, I apologize for being so late. I actually had some other things planned that I was going to be doing. That's why the stream is so late. I had a meeting that I was supposed to I was supposed to have a meeting, like a training meeting for this Aftershock Comics gig, and he acts like Dixie. Yeah, there you go. Oh man. So it's supposed to have this training call thing, but then it turns out something came up, so that kind of got dropped, and then it was kind of late enough, and then the kids got hungry, so I went ahead and while I had the kids were hungry, so I cooked. I made dinner. I made dinner before the stream. That's why we were postponed. That's why we're postponed on the stream. Okay. Because I had to feed the kids. Speaking of which, speaking of kids, where's LB at? Ain't seen LB in a while, man. I know I seen one of the last things he posted was YouTube giving him a hard time. I ask RC Scott. RC Scott, my brother. Where's LB? You're only as young as you think you are. Yeah, right. No. You're only maybe as young as you act. I don't know. I'm not really for sure. I would, sometimes, I don't know. I was gonna say, I almost wish I could say I wish I was as young as I looked, but I don't know. These days, starting to look a little weathered. You know what I'm saying? Starting to look a little weathered. Starting to get that. Yeah, starting to get that. I'm starting to get that Isaiah Bradley look. Getting a little old, just a little bit old. My age is starting to show. But I still look good. Still look good for my age. Still look good. Oh, you're terrible. Yeah, where's Eric at? Maybe I need to tweet at him. Cuz he messaged me on Twitter before. Maybe I need to tweet him. Be like, "Eric, what's up, bro? Where you at?" He would. Maybe I just need to get Eric to come on and be like a co-host, like twice a week in the morning time, because his parents are at work. His parents are at work, so the morning time will probably work better. But he's probably listening. He might be listening right now. He's probably like, man, I can't. He's probably like, I can't come on right now. Maybe he's covering up the phone, like, man, be quiet, Trinity. Shit. My parents can hear you. They're sitting there saying, why can't you go on when we're here? And he's going, Mom, God, idiot. Sorry, I love me some Napoleon Dynamite, man. You're terrible, RC Scott. I'll be the 4014 next year. That's right. There you go. Oh man, you guys are cracking me up. Do Eric on nerd therapy? Yeah. Maybe should. Need to get, like you were suggesting the other day, Kendall. Need to get Kendall on for that as well. You say tweeter like I say twat. Yeah. There you go. Yeah, tweeter. It's tweeter. But yeah, guys, Kendall and I think even sorry, I just brain farted. Kendall and Will kind of both brought something up here about going into this third episode of Falcon and Winter Soldier that I'm really kind of thinking about. Even more they're talking about this. Will kind of talked about it there, where this next episode being like the episode of bad guys. Where we're gonna get this building up of the bad guys. We're gonna get Zemo, and how much is Zemo gonna be in this series overall? That's what I want to know. Like, how much is he going to be in there? Because Daniel Bruhl's another one of those actors. I mean, you already got Anthony Mackie in here as a main character. You've already you got Sebastian Stan in here, guy. And believe me, like these guys aren't your A-list Hollywood actors, but they still do draw quite a check for the characters that they're playing here and stuff like that. So it makes you wonder where, like, Daniel Bruhl is I would say he's a higher caliber actor and probably a more, I wouldn't say necessarily maybe an A-lister, but more of a bigger name than they are. So it makes you wonder how much he's going to actually be in the episode altogether, or throughout the series altogether. Like how much like screen time he'll actually have in here, as opposed to say him kind of going in there and us getting and meeting other bad guys and things out there. But I do think that in these next episodes, we will get that expansion of these bad guys, introduced more to them, who they are, their motivations, and everything behind what they're doing. Because we definitely got to be out of that by episode 4, by the end of episode 4, going into episode 5 and 6, getting ready to wrap up the series. So it does really make me think that we will, in this next episode, get more of the introduction, get more of John Walker in action, and maybe actually get a point where we actually maybe care about him a little bit. And then maybe he actually does get caught, or maybe something happens to where he gets the crap kicked out of him. And maybe that's what it is maybe he gets in an altercation and he gets the hell beat out of him, and we actually feel bad for him. And then maybe that's when he undergoes the serum. Maybe he actually gets in with the power broker and gets offered this serum to make him feel younger, feel fresher again. Maybe him and Hoskins both get it. And maybe that's where all that comes in at. And maybe that's when and by the time we get into episode 4, that's when he starts to get juiced and starts to have those roid rages and actually starts to turn on Sam and Bucky. And maybe that's where more of it comes in at. And maybe he's really going to be maybe the bigger kind of bad guy here, where we're only getting our introduction to some of these characters here in the background. They're going to expand further in the MCU as well. But that's just my take on it. Maybe that's what's going on here is through that. But I do kind of feel like in these next couple episodes, that's what's going to happen, is we will get that kind of, because I feel like they kind of did that here in episodes 2. Kind of brought John Walker in and gave you that story, humanized him a little bit. I feel like they're going to humanize him a little more, make us actually care a little bit about him more before he does get his butt kicked. And then maybe he gets offered that serum. And they say, hey, son, you want to do something good for your country? And maybe it is by the way of power broker. Who knows? But maybe that actually happens there, and that's when everything starts to go sideways, because maybe they actually start teaming up with John Walker, or maybe they just going against him the whole time. I don't know. Let me know. Let me know what you think down in the comments below. Take a shave, buff your head, you'll look 1.7 years younger. Yeah, absolutely, absolutely. Actually, what I do a lot of times is because my skin is so oily, especially here on my forehead, what I'll do is I'll wipe the oil from my head. I hadn't been sweating. I'll wipe the oil and then I'll wipe it down my face like it's lotion. I'm kidding. Come on, man. I don't use lotion. I don't use anything. And that's all natural. I'm telling you, I don't use anything. I don't use lotion or any of that stuff. So that's all natural shine, baby. Yeah. Plus, I just shaved this morning too. So, RC Scott says, I want to come on one day when I have a better... Dude, bro, you got your phone, don't you? You got your phone, don't you? You got your phone? I want Ultron to come back. He was heavily misused. I think it's highly possible he could come back. Yeah, I think it's highly possible he could come back. And James, and also with James Spader too, because James Spader is absolutely great. Absolutely great. Ultron head and Spider-Man. Yeah, definitely. I mean, is he really dead? I mean, here's the thing: is can he really die? Can Ultron really die? I don't know. We could probably debate that all day long. Let's see. Gippy White says, as for the Battlestar dude, as the Battlestar dude said in John Walker's introduction, you can't just punch your way out of situations anymore, which shows that Walker was already a hothead. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, true. Yeah, I like that. Absolutely. And the thing I really do like about the John Walker and Lamar Hoskins things is I really like the interactions that they had together. Just through what we've had with these two characters through one episode, you can tell these guys are pretty good friends and they're down for each other, They're down for each other's shit. They're willing to maybe sacrifice themselves or whatnot for each other. They definitely have that kind of friendship for sure. Oh, let's see. I see we've got somebody. Do we got somebody here joining us?
Hello.
Hello.
Can you hear me?
I can. Give me just a second and let me see if I can bring you here where everybody can hear you as well. Let's get. Oh, okay. Let's get. Well, I guess we'll take Will Morgan's face off of there. We'll take Will Morgan's face off of there. Okay. Oh, come on. Now why didn't that one take? Okay. Here we go. Oh, let me see. Make sure I got the right one. Bam. All right. Give me a microphone check, Mike.
Hello, how you doing?
All right. There
This
we
is
go.
Mike Porter.
What's up, man? How you doing?
Hey, pretty good. Yeah, I want to say hey to everybody, and I want to start. One thing we take for granted is how many good content creators we have, that visit your stream and that is around. I definitely want your channel bigger. If one day, with your business, and now that you're an ambassador, I don't know how that's going to work, but you've got a family to feed. But once maybe in the summer, maybe you can get a schedule that I want to start tweeting and discording and growing your channel more, like I've been trying to do with Kindle and everybody in here. Wayne, of Reefer Man Reviews, now has
Absolutely.
2 channels.
Yeah.
Chillmonger, I want Timmy from Everyday Geeks to come on because he is a good voice too. I know Stormy's been out there for a while, and it would be great to have Stormy on there. But you just have so many people that come visit, and if I'm missing anybody, and of course, Will, Will showed me his stuff before everybody else. I think
Yeah.
you were shown too, and then you've got Patricia out there helping out with everybody's Discord, and
Absolutely.
everybody else out there too. You know, so anyway, I just wanted to start out with that. Because you guys are great. Keep it up, and I'll try to support you as much as I can. On every stream. Santa says I'm as old as dirt, and Santa says that I'm like sand. I'm everywhere. So that's what I'm trying to do is go everywhere and trying to promote you guys because you guys do a real good service. Now on to Falcon and the Winter Soldier. Yes, I love the 2 episodes. I think what I like the most is the dialogue and the social issues over the excitement. I mean, yes, the excitement's going to be there and it needs to be there,
Hmm.
but that will only get you so far. I mean, like I loved Kong versus Godzilla. Now I watched it on my phone. I didn't go out to the theaters. Yes, I did. I watched it on my
On your
phone. I do.
phone?
Yes, I watched it on my phone. Well, it's on HBO Max, so it's just easy. What is it? Wednesday morning? I just
My,
put it on,
you can't
and
do that. You
I
can't
know I
watch a
need to go
movie
to the
like that on your
theater.
phone. I
Yeah,
mean,
I watch
at least on
everything
your
on my phone.
iPad.
I do everything on my phone. I'm a boomer, but I do more than telephone calls. You guys have taught me Twitch, Discord, Twitter. Um, Burke is trying to get me on TikTok. I'm not going to do that, Burke
Oh
the
no.
nerd. Burke the nerd's another one. Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Anyway, there's so many people here and everything. But anyway, going back to what I'm saying is I'll probably try to go to the theaters, to see Kong and Godzilla, but it's all excitement, it's all action. Here, yes, you get the action that you're expecting from like Captain America, Winter Soldier, and Civil War. You're getting that action. And,
Right.
I know it's a television show. I know a lot of people want more action.
Right.
But what really sets it apart is some of the dialogue and some of the culture problems we're going to get. I wonder how much we're going to get of Isaiah Bradley, because just like you said, how much are we going to get of Zemo? How long, how many episodes is he going to be in there? But
Right.
I hope we get a good bit of him. But only having 6 episodes, there is a lot to cover. We know
With
we're
only
going to
4
get an
left, even.
episode. What's that?
With only 4 left, even.
Yeah. We know we're going to get one episode with Sharon Carter.
Mm-hmm.
So maybe Baron is just in one. Zemo is just in one. And I was telling earlier on Kindle stream, Normies to Nerds. He streams 3 times. Anyway, as I was saying, on that, he kind of gives me that Hannibal Lecter type of situation. As far as I know, Zemo is still in jail. I don't know that for a fact, but they're
Right.
coming to visit him for information and advice.
Right.
He's on the list. They
Yeah.
need help.
Mm-hmm.
This kind of reminds me of when Clarice comes over and visits Hannibal Lecter.
Yes.
So I don't know
Yes.
if this is going to be contained. I don't know if there's going to be a lot of dialogue in this. I don't know if we are going to get action. We do know that on one episode they go to Madripoor, and we know that the Flag Smashers are a big part of this show.
Mm-hmm.
So you're right. We've only got 4 episodes left, and we've got a lot of people to go through. But I'm here for it. I mean, and I think for the people that are action junkies, it'll probably be like Wanda, where the last 2 episodes will really take off. There'll be just so much that you can do with backstory and everything. So they have given us the meat. It'll be time for the dessert. I think we'll get plenty of that. And then we'll go, then we'll go into Black Widow in July, which I'll be in the theater. I'm getting my second vaccine April the 12th. It's time to open up things. People are going back to sports stadiums. It's time to go back to the theater, make the MCU great again.
There you go.
Some people say the MCU is already great, but I mean, that's a joke. But if we can go back, to the theaters and get those numbers up and everything, and I know all of us here we usually do that. We'll usually see it 2 or 3 times, in the theater. In game, I saw 7 times. So, it's, that's what we do.
Right.
And I know I'm really excited, but I would say we need to temper our expectations. Yeah. I would love mutants, but as I'm alluding to, that there's going to be a million MCU properties. We are going to get the TV shows that, they just keep planning them. I mean, we know we're getting them all the way to 2023. That's planned. Same things with the movies. It's a long play. We are going to get mutants. I don't know if we're going to get Mephisto. That's a great joke. I don't know if
Yes.
Ralph Boner is ever going to mean anything. Oh, by the way, that was hilarious on the Den of Nerds today when everybody decided to troll Josh. For the people that do not watch Den of Nerds, the troll Josh, because Josh has had a problem with Ralph Boner, and everybody changed, not everybody, but majority of people changed their names in chat to Ralph Boner. That's hilarious. I mean, I want Ralph Boner to end up being, the Quicksilver, but I don't know if we're going to get that.
He was Quicksilver, though.
What's that?
He was Quicksilver, though. He played Quicksilver.
He was Quicksilver, but I mean, well, he was Quicksilver in that too. You're right. So I don't know. I mean, that was
the
an
ultimate
Easter
troll
egg.
job. It's the ultimate troll job. I mean, Kevin Feige, if he wanted to face the haters, that's all he has to say. He's like,
Yeah.
Evan Peters was literally Quicksilver. What are you talking about? Why are you mad at me for? I just told the director to make him Quicksilver, and they made him Quicksilver. Look, they found their way around a problem. I wanted to be mad, but I couldn't be because they did it. And believe me when I say, as Kevin Feige, I don't like having boners in my face neither. But I let them get away with it because I only told them this. And that's what they gave me.
That's hilarious.
It's a lesson. It's one of those lessons that you go through when you have kids and you're trying to teach them something. And then they come back and they're little smartasses and you're like, ooh, you little. I wish I could strangle you right now, but I can't because you're my kid and you were inventive enough to think about this and do this. I wish you could be mad, but I'm just so proud of you. It's like that. It's like that.
That doesn't stop Homer.
Well, yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
and believe me, I think we all know that Suge White is definitely a little more hardcore than Homer.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah,
Oh,
that whole Ralph Boner thing. I know that's made Josh mad, but I mean, you're right. He
It's
was
made it entertaining for us.
Yeah, I mean, WandaVision was what WandaVision, was. I think you and I really enjoyed it. I think some people thought that it was hurried. I mean, people that look into it, like Josh, seems to think that there was some episodes scrapped and everything like that. And we got to remember too that Falcon and the Winter Soldier was supposed to be the first Disney Plus show.
Right.
They changed things around because of the pandemic.
Yeah, as I'm saying, exactly going along with that, I mean, Falcon and Winter Soldier has been affected from it just like WandaVision was too. So, I mean, and if you really think about it, Loki has been too. So when it comes to all those things, I mean, we kind of got to look at it in that sense as well, that all of these shows have actually essentially been affected by the pandemic, production schedules, release schedules, and all of that stuff. But at the same time, I mean, I don't really feel like I feel like maybe that's an excuse that he probably uses to make himself feel better about all that stuff. But I honestly think that I don't think that Marvel Studios was necessarily looking to offer us more than that either. I think I think what happened is I think people were expecting more, and they wanted fans to have that feeling, but there's really nothing they could do about it, especially once it's been over a year since we've had any movies or anything, and trying to bring that in. I mean, their work was cut out for them altogether, and I don't think there was really any satisfying everybody in that sense, mainly due to that, because everyone was kind of hungry and rabid for everything, and then like we speculate on everything and all that stuff too, getting those kind of hopes up, knowing that this was the first thing to lead into this phase 4 of the Marvel Cinematic Universe.
Right, and with I think Will was talking about it, and maybe even Kendall was talking about that. WandaVision, it was more of an Easter egg type of show, and they actually wanted us to think that. I don't think
Right.
they thought we would think the way we did, but we were kind of doing that with Infinity War. A lot of people were thinking Adam Strange was going to show up, Silver Surfer was going to show up, Nova was going to show up, and it's what we do.
Right.
And we're even doing that, of course, a little bit with Bucky, with Falcon and Winter Soldier.
Right.
We're always going to do that, and especially if you're just going to give us an episode at a time, which WandaVision is better if it is binged. But
Mm-hmm.
just like Kevin Feige is doing now, he wants his cake and he wants to eat it too. He wants you to go to the theaters to see Black Widow, to see Shang-Chi, to see the Eternals. I know it's Sony, but they're still partner with them. To see Spider-Man,
Yeah.
to see Doctor Strange in February. He still wants all that, and it's the same way with the episode. if they were all binged, it would be like a lot of Netflix shows. We would talk about it for 1 week, maybe 2 weeks top, and then we would go on. This way,
Right.
he's giving it an episode at a time, and
It
this
sustains
way
it.
we're all talking about it, and then we're speculating. Like I've said before, we're speculating on the next week.
Yeah.
So
Because if you get it all at once, there's nothing left to speculate on. It's
no.
that's it. It's over.
No, and and Kevin knows how to use the hype train, and that's exactly what he's doing. I mean, and I think that's what Disney Plus wants to do anyway. When you look at the Star Wars properties, and now they have a family, Mighty Ducks. It's their model. Netflix came out with binging, and some people binge, right with them. Some of the streaming services, but now a lot of streaming services are deciding to give 1 week at a time, and it does give the Marvel hype, like Parker, one of our Park Outdoors, one of our favorite trolls of all time. The guy is awesome. And of course, he teaches me to spam emojis and get in trouble and everything like that. But Parker's like, why aren't we talking about DC? Well, I would love to talk about DC. The thing is that we're going to get Suicide Squad 2. That is very exciting. There's some good CW shows, whether you like them or not. If it's not your cup of tea, that's fine. They're out there. And yes, the Snyder cut was awesome. But at the end of the day, you're only going to get one thing going on. The strength with Marvel is that it's a continuing story, and the strength of the whole MCU to me is the connection to the next property, and to continue the story. And that's why I think we are going to get the mutants, but it's going to be much later. Now I say that. Look at episode 3, and the first thing they say is mutants.
Right. Right. Yeah.
I mean, that's Kevin Feige's going to keep us guessing. So anyway,
Yeah. Absolutely. He definitely will. And you know what? I mean, that's a good thing, though. That's a good thing. I mean, he needs to keep us guessing. Because I mean, it's building that mystery and kind of teasing everybody with it. Those are. I mean, if you ask me, those are all good things, right?
right,
I mean,
exactly.
it keeps you in there on that next episode. I mean, um, I don't know. I mean, because that's what keeps him coming back. That's what keeps him coming. Give him a little bit, maybe take it away a little bit, give him a little bit more. Yeah, yeah,
He knows it. I mean, he needs the circus top hat. It's like Ringling Brothers. You know, he, they always said that. What do you do? Well, you always want them to ask for more, and that's what the great entertainers do, and that's exactly what Kevin Feige is doing by being this master producer. To know, what's next. I mean, I'm sure there's people helping him, but he exactly is. The people want more, and we do know, looking at Marvel Comics, and that there's so many characters that they can touch on, and so many stories. So yeah, yeah, they're going to continue to do that, and it is great to keep guessing. That's the fun of it.
absolutely, absolutely. I mean, because like you said, I mean, even these weekly episodes, it keeps him. Every week you got something like, oh, what are you doing? Could you imagine, imagine if they had taken Endgame and broke it up into little 45-minute episodes.
Yeah.
that that would be pretty crazy.
Yep.
But Anyway, I think we're gonna go ahead and get ready to wrap things up here. Get ready to call it a night. Mike, I want to thank you for so much for being here, as well as our guest Will, who was here with us earlier, and even Kendall and everybody in the live chats. Thank you all so much for being here for this community stream. We'll be doing these on Thursdays, usually a little bit earlier, but like I said, things just happen this week. We'll get back to the normal. But again, Mike, thank you so much for being here. Is any other last
Thanks.
words before we go?
No, just remember to come to Trinity stream, come to Kendall Davis's stream, watch Will, watch Wayne,
Absolutely.
watch Timmy and Stormy, and yeah, that's it. I mean, I think I blabbed enough tonight, but thank you for having me on. I wasn't going to come on because you have all these heavy hitters now, and you don't need an old man just going blah 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 all the time.
We do need you, Mike. You're the glue. You're the glue. You're the glue of the nerdy community.
It's fun.
Definitely. But yeah, man, thank you so much for being here again. Everybody else, thank you so much for being here. You all have a very good day, and we'll see you all in the next video or live stream. Later.